All right, guys, hope you're doing good. In this video, I'm going to be going over the 5 biggest mistakes that people make when setting appointments, right? And I want you guys to truly understand how important it is to not make these mistakes and to also not make these mistakes, right? Because the less mistakes you make, the more money you will make. That's a banger quote right there. So, one, if you don't know who I am, my name is Duno Clenor. I'm the founder of the Prime Starters program, where we help 9-to-5ers and really just people that are stuck in that 9-to-5 grind really elevate their lives and become more financially free by becoming leveraged appointment setters so that they can consistently earn an extra 3 to 8K a month or more from their phone or laptop anywhere in the world. You can do this on the side as a side gig, as a side hustle that you eventually make your full-time job or so on, right? And I want to make it clear that one, I not only believe that appointment setting is the foundational skill set that makes it unreasonable for anyone not to be successful and become a multiple 5 to 6 figure earner, but lead generation is literally a skill for life. Every business needs consistent leads. No matter what, they just can't run without having consistent leads. And this is why I always tell people that it's much better to master a skill before starting a business, especially a skill like appointment setting, because you will always use this skill when you have a business, no matter what type of business you own, because understanding how to set appointments, how to close meetings is gonna take you a lot further than just starting a business, not knowing what to do, failing through trial and error for months and even years, right? Whereas if you just master this skill, make some money, start a business, you'll be much, much better off, right? So mastering multiple forms of not only lead generation is what makes you a leveraged appointment setter, right? Most appointment setters nowadays are only good at warm inbound leads, right? They're only good at speaking to people that are coming in, knocking on the door, right? If you can break through the barrier of being able to do cold outreach, to cold call, to cold email, right? You will be much more valuable to a business than someone who's easily as replaceable as a warm inbound appointment setter. And most of the time, those appointment setters are not even that good, right? Because a lot of them are just following a script, right? They're just copy pasting 2 to 3 messages, which is why they're so replaceable. Whereas if you, a leveraged appointment setter, can do cold outbound, inbound, cold calling, cold email, right? Now you're working with that business. Now they elevate you to managing the appointment setting team, right? Which is what happened to me. You go from an appointment setter to a team manager. Now you're earning more money. Now you're worth more to that company, right? And then you level up again, and you level up again, and your income just rises and rises and rises. Now that 9-to-5 job, you're not even worried about it anymore because you quit it. Now you're making more money, right? And you have more free time. You're able to do what you want, right? So if you really want to change your life and become a valuable asset to any business out there that needs clients or needs meetings, then please pay attention, right? So mistake number 1. I can bring this over here. How can I'll just read off of it because I have it on another monitor. Mistake number 1, not being prepared, right? This includes knowing what you want to discuss with the prospect, right? This is why it's good to have a script or outline that you follow. For me, I'll keep mine right on my phone. I can copy paste the messages that I'm used to sending and so on, right? So 1 is not knowing what you want to discuss, not understanding the offer that you are actually selling to a prospect, right? The type of appointment that you need. Is it a triage call, or is it a sales call, or is it a demo call that you're booking them into, right? And the availability of the person that you are trying to reach, right? Maybe that person takes a day to respond to you. Maybe they take a week to respond to you, right? Maybe they never respond to you. This is why we follow up, right? If you are not prepared, you are more likely to make mistakes, such as scheduling an appointment at a time that's inconvenient for the other person or asking the wrong information, right? Mistake number 2, not being specific, right? When setting an appointment, it's important to be specific about the time, the date, and the location, especially if it's in person. Is it a Zoom call? Is it a phone call? Right? Vague language, right? Such as sometime next week or your office, right? That can lead to confusion and missed appointments, right? They'll forget about it, right? Or they'll just not even give you a definite date, right? Instead, be as specific as possible, such as, how does Tuesday, July 5th at 10 a.m. in your conference room sound? Right? How does Wednesday next week around 3 to 4 p.m.? Right? Be specific and then send them the link. Or, hey, here's the link. We only have a couple spots open this week for Thursday and Friday. Please pick a time that works the best for you. Right? Mistake number 3, not following up. Right? After setting an appointment, it's important to follow up to confirm the details, right? This shows that you are serious about the appointment and that you are organized, right? It also gives the other person a chance to reschedule if they need to, right? Mistake number 4, not being flexible, right? Sometimes things don't go according to plan and appointments need to be rescheduled. In the beginning, I used to be very, very angry and very, very upset whenever somebody would reschedule or not show up at all, right? Understand that everyone's lives does not revolve around you, right? It doesn't revolve around your business. It doesn't revolve around that business, right? Emergencies happen. Things happen, right? Sometimes people are lying to you, right? They are playing games with you, but things happen, right? If you're not flexible, you are more likely to get frustrated and give up. Right? Instead, be understanding and try to find a time that works for both of you. Right? Mistake number 5, and then I'll go into some tricks and I'm pretty sure you guys are probably reading this wondering what the heck it is, right? Mistake number 5 is not being professional. When setting an appointment, it's important to be professional. Right? This means being polite, respectful, and organized. It also means using proper grammar and spelling, right? If you're DMing someone and your grammar is all over the place, or the words you're using are all over the place, right? Like, you can download the app Grammarly. It will help you correct your language if you have a hard time with the grammar. You know, I'm sure some of you are from a different country where English isn't your main language. So use an app like Grammarly to improve your grammar while writing, right? So those are the 5 mistakes. So let's get into some tricks that you guys can implement to, because I'm not just going to talk about mistakes and not give you guys any value that you can actually take into effect and use today, right? So tricks, right? If the lead gets suspicious and asks, am I talking to a setter, right? My favorite response is, do I sound like a setter, right? Usually this results in a little laugh and immediately moving back into the convo. Another one is creating scarcity. If you're booking a call and you have sent a link, but the prospect hasn't booked in after some time, it's likely because you didn't create enough scarcity. The next time you send a link, immediately follow it with, I'll be at my desk for another 5 to 7 minutes. Go ahead and tap that form through and I'll make sure to confirm your spot, right? You might be asking for this one, why would they ask if they're talking to a setter? A lot of times, you as an appointment setter will be working from someone else's account. Or you, the business owner, will have someone as being an appointment setter for your account. It's very important to understand that you cannot be speaking from your own perspective if you are an appointment setter in somebody else's account. You cannot speak from your perspective because you have to be the account owner. You have to speak like them, right? Which is why in the program, we have some guidelines some documents that we share with you that you can send to the businesses that you work with, of things for them to fill out so that you understand their brand, their how they speak, who they are, right? They give you all of that information. So now you don't get caught off guard if someone is asking you whether or not you're an appointment setter, because guess what? You're speaking as if you are the account owner, the business owner, right? Next, intro keys that you should follow, right? So let's say you're starting a conversation or restarting a conversation and you really want to be able to grab their attention initially, right? And then you can play off that, right? So for example, yo dude, and then they'll probably be like, hey bro, right? At this point you have only said one thing and now they responded. This means you have both equally participated in the conversation. There is a lot of psychology in the appointment setting world, right? Another thing you can say, just wrapped up at the gym, and then you can, I mean, up to you, you can send a picture, right, if you want, but you don't have to. But this is to show that you are actually doing something right now, right? And then you can say leg day is the worst, and then that gives an opportunity for you to relate to them. And typos suggest that you are not automated. Remember, there's a difference between grammar and typos, right? It's okay to have typos in your conversations. It shows that you're not a robot, you're a real person. Bad grammar, though, is a different story, right? Because some people are like, okay, this person's not professional. You know, you're using, you're abbreviating like every word that you send, like you're a kid, you know, like you don't need to be doing any of that. And then you can also say thanks for the follow, though, right? Let's say somebody started following you on Instagram or Twitter or LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. You know, that could be your opener. Yo, thanks for the follow. They'll probably say, yeah, that totally sucks, bro. I hate leg day. And yeah, of course, bro. Now the convo is at 4-3, right? It's still very equal participation, and you found a way to relate to the prospect. Obviously, you don't need to use this one word for word. If you are working for a business owner that is a mom, maybe you could say, just finished putting together the kids' lunches. Or maybe if you're working for a sales coach, I just wrapped up a weird sales call. Dude kept trying to sell me. Haha. Right? Personally, I have just found that a lot of guys can relate to the gym, so I personally use it a lot. Right? Now that you have been able to grab attention and relate to the lead, it's good to get a proper intro going. I like, for real. Not sure we've chat one-on-one before. I could be wrong though. Nah, I think this is the first time. Oh, gotcha. Super nice to meet you, bro. Nice to meet you as well. What line of business are you in? See, did you see that quick transition right there? Right? It went from personal to business, right? Now, what you'll see very often is people trying to cram and force the convo much quicker. However, look as if I have carefully placed each for a reason. See, that's grammar right there, right? I should do a better job at writing that. However, I made it look as if I have carefully placed each word / phrase for a reason. Simple, right? So I hope this video was valuable for you guys. And to really just end things off, right? I'm always going to say this, right? If you are tired of your current situation, maybe you are tired of starting business after business and seeing no clear success, or maybe you just want to be able to support the ones you love, right? And just make some extra money on the side, and or make some extra money on the side for vacations, for emergencies, for whatever, right? Make sure to subscribe and click the link below to book a free strategy call with me and my team to see if we're the right fit to work with you to help you finally start making money online and living life on your terms as a leveraged appointment setter. We don't offer the program to everyone who books a call. We only offer it if we think we can actually help you. That's the purpose of the free call. We've had clients that have been placed within 2 weeks, that have found their first gig within 2 weeks, that have gotten paid within their first month, right? Because we actually know what we're doing. I've done it. That's why I trust that I can help you get there, right? Appointment setting is what took things off for me and my business, right? That's where I learned the art of appointment setting, right? By working for a 7 and now 8-figure company, right? So that's it for this one, guys. See you next time.